computer off because it keeps going.
Hello,
Happy to hear
everybody.
it.
This is Elisha from WisdomSeekers.net, and we're here with interactive. It will be only an hour today because we have I have a grandson who's going to have a birthday. This is Elisha. He's going to have a birthday today, so I have to get ready for a happy birthday. He's a whole year old. Okay, so one question per person, please, because we give a lot on each question. And did you get it to Bonita yet, Maria?
No,
Hang on, let me.
not yet.
I,
Sorry, I'm trying to do
I,
it.
I can do it.
No worries.
My
Maybe not.
trying to. Well, we came back on cake.
And
Okay.
There we go.
There we go.
I can
get it?
hear you now.
Yeah. Okay. As usual, technical difficulties because we're right brain rather than right and left brain.
I couldn't hear you guys, so I was like, hold on, I'm sorry.
Chat. Okay.
Oh,
Well,
hey, hey, Joel. So we have a few people already.
yes, we have Eva who said good evening, ladies. And Joe, how do you
So,
I butcher your name every time. So
Yeah.
sorry. It's good evening for all.
And while we're waiting for a few people to come on, I'll read the energy for today. Today's group energy carries a soft hum, like threads weaving after unraveling. Many who show up today have recently questioned their path, their gift, or whether they're truly shifting at all. The answer is, of course, yes, you are. But today is about remembering, not proving. You may feel calm on the surface, but tender underneath. You'll notice some will carry grief masked as distraction. Others may be quieter than usual, seeking permission to soften. A few are ready to open, but only if they feel safe. Well, the answer to that is yes, you are allowed to be quieter than usual. You don't need to seek permission, just from yourself. And the people who are ready to open, you would feel safe if you trust who you are. So the quote for today is, you are not lost, you are relearning how to listen. Okay?
Right. It is. Oof.
You
Sorry,
found
I'm sending the link to out while we're talking.
All right. Well, we have our first question. All right. Elijah from Joel.
Joel.
Elijah, any messages from my guides? Thank you all for being here.
And messages from your guides. You always have messages from your guides, honestly. You're very favored among the guides. So you've been working really hard, you've been pushing really hard, you've been trying really hard. And we know somebody else who's been working and trying too hard to get things moving in the right direction. And what we said to that person was, slow down, stop trying so hard, and start allowing yourself, allowing the energy to move. When you try too hard to be right or perfect, it stops the energy. What you want to do is just go, okay, I am part of the universe. The universe has my back. I trust the universe. I will allow it to happen. Unfortunately, and this is always going to be the way, it will happen in the universal time. But as soon as you let go of needing to help, then help the universe or help yourself or give guidelines to the universe, it will happen. Do you get anything, Maria?
Yes, I got kind of same thing. I get like release the need to know all the answers. Kind of goes with what you're saying. And I don't know if who isn't afraid of like making mistakes or make failing, but it's not really a failure. It feels like you've been working so hard on whatever it is that you're afraid that if you make a mistake, it's all going to crumble down, it's going to be over. But you need to know that taking chances and making mistakes here and there is the only way to learn what works and what doesn't, and have the courage to do that and trust that you know what to do. And that's the process of getting you to where you need to go. So that's pretty good messages. Much better than mine I pulled earlier.
But yours told somebody was coming into your life and you're going, no.
Me? Never. Probably. Yeah. Anyways. But, so that was a good message. I like it. It was very good.
All right. Okay. All right. Seon?
Diane, I'm not sure. I think
Hey.
that's a new name.
That's a pretty
All
name.
right. Yeah. It says, hey, Maria, Elijah, and Bonita. I applied for a competition called Ideas in the Box. Results will be announced 17th of July. Will I be the winner, the #1 spot in my category?
I just had something really weird happen. I'm sorry. Somebody called John Galveston entered the waiting room, and I never sent a thing out to John Galveston. I have two people wait in. I think Zoom is being factious. It's being an idiot because I don't even know a John Galveston. I don't know why they want to go in my waiting room.
That's interesting.
Yeah, I never sent any invitations out. I bet there's been a cross.
Something.
Yeah, so let's go back and answer that question. Do you have anything about for
Yes, I do. Okay, so weird when you were talking, and I'll get weird messages. So if it doesn't make sense, it makes sense later. So you said something has to do with invitation in the box. I don't know why I see nails. So did you do something with nails or screws, or you don't have to, something. I feel like I get messages sometimes like that to make me take me to the right, energy, whatever. But you see nails or screws or something, putting something together. Very interesting. But okay, so what I'm getting is, um, you're very innovative, and your stuff is whatever your idea, I don't know, or project, whatever it's innovative. It's very different than others, and I feel like it's gonna go in your favor because I'm getting like good good fortune, satisfied results, and joy. And then you work really hard on it. You're very talented. You put a lot of effort, and it shows a lot of effort, education on it. And you're very strong will. You have a really sharp mind. Also a little sarcasm, which is it's always fun to do that. And your cognitive ability is, I think, stands out. Difference. There's a difference between you being smart and being like book smart. Actually, you're book smart and you're actually street smart too. I don't know why I'm getting all this, but that's what I got. So, but I'm getting it. Good. The energy is going in your favor, so I like it. So it's
Yeah.
gonna be a whole transformation. That's what I'm getting. I got a death card, so which is good.
There's only one thing that may be a problem is that you are so innovative, you're ahead of the curve. And when you're ahead of the curve, sometimes it takes the people behind the curve to catch up. But I would say from what Maria's saying that it's going to work.
It's gonna work out, even if it's not that something's. It's gonna be a whole new trend. So I don't know if somebody's gonna see something when they see your work. Something's gonna, but I get like a whole transformation in your life because of this. You know how one thing just sparks all these other stuff that can happen in your life, even if it doesn't go the way you want it to go. Which I don't see that it's not, but yes, so good. I like those messages. Very good.
Yeah, no, it's what Sayan has. Very, very innovative, as you said.
Yeah.
And it will come to fruition. Okay.
Yes.
All
Okay.
right. Okay,
Tari,
Tara,
Tari.
Tari. So I'm really bad with names, guys. Sorry. Tari. Hi,
And
lady.
we just know Tari from before, that's why.
There you go. Tari ask. Oh, wait. Somebody just jumped and we lost Tari. Hold on. Tari, hi, ladies. May I ask how old Tybold feeling about me these days? Thank you. I'm butchering his name or her name too. You want to go out?
So they've got John Galveston, Chelsea D, James Marlowe. I never sent any invitations to any of them.
Just don't let him in. It's fine.
Weird.
It's fine.
Okay, so
Okay.
you've got a card for
I do. Very interesting energy. He comes up, is he more like traditional and more like move slower and you're more fiery and passionate? Because that's what I see. He comes out as the King of Pentacles and you're the Queen of Wands. He finds you very attractive or she, very sexy. But um the energy is like more neutral right now. I hate the tempers, like patience. I hate that word. Sorry. They're trying and looking into the future, trying to figure out what the next step is. I get the Ace of Swords and the Two of Cups, which they're trying to decide between over mind over heart, if that makes sense. And I don't know why. I don't know if they're just scared or they feel like this is moving too fast, or they want to make sure the way they feel about you is not clouded, but other stuff going around in their life or your life. So that's how they feel right now. I feel like the energy is pretty positive. They're just trying to figure things out. So give him space. Don't intervene. Don't try to push. Just leave it alone. See if I can see the outcome. Yeah, 10 of Pentacles. So yeah, the outcome right now the energy is looking good. So they're trying to figure out how they feel and how to move forward. So
and that's basically the same answer I got.
Okay,
Okay.
not bad.
All right. Misty Jackson. Hello, ladies. Hope you are well. I've been feeling down lately. Don't have any particular reason, but feeling off. Are there any messages for me?
Well, that's generally the whole spiritual generation is feeling the same way. I know because I talk to a lot of people and almost every single one of them have things going on. And it appears to me that it is just lessons they've learned and they're being asked, have you really learned them? And if you have no reason for feeling that way, then the answer is you're an empath and you're picking up other people's stuff and you haven't learned to let it go. So you take it, you look at it, say, not mine, thank you very much, I no longer need it, and watch it move along. A lot of us are empaths, but a lot of us have no idea how to be empaths, at least healthy empaths. So allow yourself to be healthy and just say, look at it and say, not mine, thank you, goodbye. What did you get, Maria?
Okay, so the reason why, I mean, that's true. Everybody's kind of feeling this way right now because of energy, but also because you are at a point in your life where you walked away and you're leaving the past behind, and you're trying to find, I guess, your tribe or your people, or you're trying to not to find them because you have people that care about and love you, but you're trying to be okay with letting go of people that you thought they were on you, but they're not really for you. If that makes sense. Uh, it's like you're in the later stages of achieving this, so you're almost there. Also, too, the fact that makes it even more like kind of challenges because you're healing too. There are all these major arcanas. It's just like it's going through a lot. So I got the Sun, the Wheel of Fortune, and the Ace of Pentacles, and the Star. So you're healing. I get everything is going the way it's supposed to move. You know, divine timing. Love that word. Not really, but that's why you feel that way because you're moving away. You're trying to find what works for you now, and you do have people that care about you. So stick with people that you know that care about you, and not trying to dwell on the past, like how somebody treated you, or you treated them well, but they didn't treat you well. I know it's hard because I do the same thing because I'm really hard on myself. I'm like, okay, if they treated me badly, maybe I did something wrong because I treated them so well. Maybe I need to treat them better, which it's not true. We just do that to ourselves. So that's what I'm picking up. But you're moving in the right direction. And I know, late stages of moving forward and moving on, which is good. Yeah.
All right. All right. Tay. Hello. Any messages for me?
Hey, Tay. So
Mm.
the energy today is walk off the edge of the cliff, expect to fly. Don't you have all the information you need. You have all the learning that you need to be where you're at. Feel confident that you can walk off the edge of the cliff and you will fly. And
I like
and you're yeah. You're very confident. You're very confident. Well, you may not be confident, but you're very competent and you have the ability to do this. And the only thing that stops you, unfortunately, Tay, is Tay.
The truth, everybody.
Yeah,
Tay, if it makes you feel any better, I just got the same directive. Right
You're like,
before
I
we
just
went
got
live,
told
I
you.
just had the same question. We got the same directive.
generally when the energy of the day happens, you're going to get the same message over and over again for different people.
Yeah.
The same energy, yeah.
Slap, right?
All right.
Yes, same energy. I kind of got the same thing. I got mostly trust your intuition. You already know the truth about whatever you're looking for to find the truth about. You already know. You just don't discard your intuition. You know. Um. Uh. Just be open to. Don't be afraid to experience new experiences, and then just don't. I'm getting like, don't be afraid of people treating you badly or making the wrong choice and thinking, oh, if I do this thing, I treat me badly. No, I'm getting that. So, um, just be, I guess, just be yourself. Be simple. Just be yourself. You have the power. If you can see the power, that I don't know if you can see it because it's blurry, but it's like
Hold it
like
close
the,
to your body.
oh
No,
yeah,
closer to your
that makes
body.
sense. But you see, it's like the thunder and stuff on the clouds of power. So you're very powerful. So just be you, you know.
The problem
Trust your intuition.
is people don't want the responsibility of being powerful, so they say they're not,
Yeah.
but you are. So live with it.
And then people don't like it when you are. So that's my thing too. Sometimes it's like, oh, people see it as being cocky, and I'm like, I'm not even being cocky. I'm just being myself. I'm just so great. Just
Yeah.
kidding.
But it's the truth, right?
Yes, it is. Yes. Yes, for sure.
And you want to be yourself, whether other people like it or not, because you will eventually meet, as they say, your tribe.
Mhm. And
Yes.
and even if the people you meet are great, if you're not being yourself, it's not going to work out very well because you're not being your true self. So they're not really your tribe, right? So
Yeah.
people do it all the time. I've done it before, you know.
Exactly.
We've all done it before. We've always tried to be somebody that somebody else would like rather than who we are. Turns
Mhm.
out that people like me who I am. So I'm always shocked when that happens.
Same. I'm like, really? Just kidding.
Mind you, I have a few years on you guys, so I can learn. I've learned that being who I am, so much easier.
There you go.
That's good.
All right, we have Eva. My question is, I sometimes feel the urge to move to the other side of the country, like a fresh start, but am not sure whether I could use a change of scenery or whether it is me and escapism.
And the answer is yes. For both of them, you could use a change, and until you are sure of who you are, you will take your troubles with you. But at the same time, it might be that one place is better for you than another. There are times I have lived in certain areas of the world and I've hated it. And I've lived in other parts of the world and I've absolutely loved it and I felt at home. It didn't, it did help. It made life easier. Did not stop me having problems, but it made life easier. So the answer is yes.
To both. Well, I got so it has to be because I'm getting a lot of major arcana. So I'm getting a lot of people are going through big.
They
I know
are.
we always say yeah, so big changes, but it is
Yeah.
crazy. So I use a different deck, but the death card is here again. So I'm getting yes, you're getting the urge because you need to, um, and you feel like you do because that's the next step you need to do. But also, when you do that, I got the Ten of Swords and then the Ten of Pentacles. So it's your choice. When you do that, just make sure you're not doing it because you're trying to get away from your problems because it's still gonna the same things still keep happening. So if you choose to work or not even work through them, just acknowledge, okay, this is what happened. It's done. It is what it is. I get the Ten of Pentacles. Then you move forward and you can have a better moving easier to the next, I guess, next step of what needs, next lessons of life.
Yeah. I mean,
Love it.
if I was you, Ava, I would move. But know that you're bringing your stuff with you until it's cleaned up.
Yeah. Don't move trying to
The
run
same-
away from somebody or thinking if you're moving, oh, if I move, it's gonna make the way I feel and it's gonna make it better. Because it's not. You can make it better by acknowledging and understanding and then just moving forward from it.
But the Netherlands is really small, so she can't move away from that far from where she is.
I don't know.
Well, she had another little question under there, but I think you guys got to it. She said a fleeing mode. She said, what do her spirit guides say? But I think you guys just told her
Yeah.
what's happening, Eva. All right. So we have Firefly. She says, hello, all. And then we have Dragana. She says hello. And then her question is, what do you think about my relationship with
Sergio.
Sergio?
That's not Sergio, it's Sergey.
Sergey.
Yeah.
Sergey.
And
I don't know. What do you think about your relationship with him? I don't know. Just kidding.
I knew a guy whose name was Sergio, but it's a French name in Quebec. And he insisted on riding my horse, even though he didn't know how to ride the horse. And the horse, of course, took him for a ride, and it scared him because if you don't know how to ride, you think just because a horse is trained, it won't listen to you unless you tell it how to ride. And he didn't tell it; he just allowed it, and he was really upset because the horse did not listen to him. What can you say?
Right.
But so, oh, how do I say this? Okay, so what I'm seeing, I'm trying to say it without saying too much because we're on live and I don't want how much you want. Okay, so is there a lot of secrets between you and that person that you're aware of? So I don't know if there is um another person and marriage or something. It's like you're aware of what's going on. So I don't know if you have a plan or you guys have a plan, but it's getting keep getting delayed because the truth is not coming. I don't know if you're not being totally truthful to each other and around you guys with other people, or I'm just getting it's getting the plan, whatever plan is going on, it's getting delayed. Even though you're working on it, it's getting delayed. Elijah, help me with this. I can't say much.
What I get is very similar. I think Serge is there's a darkness around the energy. It's like I don't want to look at it. I don't want to deal with it. I don't want people to see it. And I think that honestly, Dragana, there's more red flags than there are green flags. And you may want to think very, very seriously before you continue with this energy. Uh, it's it's difficult because when a woman falls in love, they think it's forever and ever. And yeah, doesn't work that way, unfortunately. Did I help or hinder, Maria?
No, you did, because I something like when I get messages like that, especially when we're live, I don't like
I
giving
don't
down
like telling them that their dream's not a valid dream.
or not even that, just because I feel like it's not a secret. I feel like she's aware of what's going on, right? But I don't want to put their business out there because I'm like, who else is watching. So
She might be aware,
yeah,
but as I said, I have worked with people for years and years, and women lie to themselves,
I mean, I've done it before, so
and 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 they believe their lies until they
yeah,
get to the other side and they go, "Wow, what an idiot that guy was."
yeah.
All we're suggesting is you open your eyes and see clearly and make a decision from that point of view. That's not what I said, but that's what you may do that. It's not fun. And I don't, learning is not a fun lesson, but this is a huge learning lesson. Learning, it's not a life event, it's a learning event. We're very sorry, Dragana. Okay.
Sorry, you guys. I had to let the puppies out. All right. Uh,
Esme,
Esme, hello. Should I stay with my narcissistic husband until the lease ends to save money, or should I leave ASAP?
ASAP. Well, I can tell you from my experience, because I was married to a narcissist. You stay, you're going to hurt. You leave, he's going to follow for quite a long time. And the answer is I would suggest you get some therapy and learn to understand how narcissists think so that when they come back and make you feel like crap, because they're very good at telling you all your bad parts, even with even with in truth, there is no bad, you're not bad that way. And you will suffer. So you want to learn how to deal with the narcissist. You want to learn their language, and so that you don't buy into their stuff. And whether you should leave now or later, I would say if you could leave ASAP or ASAP, it would probably shorten the learning curve. But at the same time, right now in society, unless you're American, you've got more money than we do. It's
Yeah.
it's really tight. Do you have an answer there, Maria? Because I didn't give an answer. But
I
not the right one.
do. Well, what I'm getting is I understand she's worried about money, but I feel like she's more worried about money than she needs to be because I get her as the Empress, which she's and the Magician, which is she can make ends meet, it's gonna be tougher. So it's not like she's gonna be really hurting for money. You know what I mean? So she can leave right now. We can't make that decision for her, of course. But okay, why did this message get so much harder? Can we just go back to the happy stuff in the beginning? She uses how do I say this without the of course there is a valid, she's gonna struggle with money, but she's gonna make it. But she's using the money as another excuse not to go. You know what I mean? Like, and I'm not saying she doesn't want to go, she don't do what's best for her, but I feel like it's hard when you're with somebody, and even though however they are, you're with them for a reason because you love them, you care about them, even though they treat you badly, all that good stuff. I feel like it's another way to be like, I can't do this because of this. And also too, it could be because it's really hard, she's scared. It's not that she's not brave or anything like that. It's just because when you're trying to take a big step, everybody does that. You're gonna try to find excuses to not take the step because you're terrified. So that's what I'm getting. Okay, I'm done with this heavy stuff. Next time I better be nice. All right, that's what I have to say. Oh,
All right.
yeah.
Jennifer Schwab. Hello, pretty ladies. Does Spirit have any messages for me about my left leg and left hip healing? Do they feel I can fix it at home without physical therapy? It has good movement, but it's still sore.
Yes, you can. And I will get my daughter to give me some YouTube yoga, because that's what my daughter is having a lot of trouble. She went to the physiotherapist for a year, quit, got on YouTube, got a yoga, and it's way better. So yes, I think so. And I will get my daughter to give me the YouTube she's using. And you shouldn't have any problem with it. I mean, you shouldn't have any problem getting it healed to the place where it's not sore. What do you get, Maria?
Okay, so what I'm getting is, yes, so this is what I'm getting. Are you now resting or sleeping well? Is it keeping you from resting or sleeping? I think that's the only thing that I see that is going to, that's kind of hindering your healing process, if that makes sense. Um, and also I got, which it goes good with what Elijah said. It says new ideas to, or new things to do to, which the yoga is going to help speed up the process of healing. But you can do it. But I'm feeling like, I don't know if you're overly worried about it, which I understand, or you're not sleeping well, you're extreme stress about it because you feel like it's not gonna get better. But I feel that's what you need to work on while you're working on the physical too. You work on the, emotional, mental, and make sure you get enough sleep and rest. That's what I got.
So today's energy says some will, it said, where did it say? Okay, I can't find it so quickly. Some will carry grief masked as distraction. That may be part of what it is. You're using this to distract you from what you should be paying attention to, because physical pain, it's always in your mind. I mean, when you hurt, and that's all there is to it. And that gives you very little chance of moving on to different things. So look at it this way. It is a bit of distraction, which means the yoga or whatever you choose to do will work. Okay.
Yes.
Very good. All right.
Chicho.
Chicho. Hey, Wisdom Seekers team. What should I expect professionally coming my way? Thank you.
So if you drop, I apologize. If you drop your feet of clay and step forward into your professional future, you'll be fine. But you are stopping yourself because you have this feet of clay usually means there's a fear of moving forward. A fear that you're not good enough, a fear that that other people are better. Well, other people can be better. There always going to be somebody who's better or worse than you. Nope. So that doesn't count. But you are enough. You are actually quite good at it. When you drop your feet of clay and move forward, you're going to shock yourself at how good you are. And yeah, that's what the image I got was stepping out of box of clay.
Hmm. Did you just have a recent career change? Is that why I'm getting career change? Or you doing something different, same career, but you're pursuing it a different way. It's interesting that you said that, but because I'm getting, uh, it's okay to work with others, even though it hasn't worked out in the past for you. Um, just move slower and make sure that you can trust the people you work with, and but be cautious, but just keep moving. Don't keep it from, because other people have to be involved. Don't keep it that aspect of from keeping you from moving forward, if that makes sense. Because that's what's going on. It feels like the past regrets and what happened in the past is keeping you from moving forward. To get to the Hierophant, to get to the Hierophant. Sorry, I'm because you have I'm getting you're very good at building and creating. So I don't know how that fits, but you're very good at building and creating, but you still need other people to accomplish, if that makes sense. So you're really good at putting stuff in paper, and making plans, and you're good at actually doing yourself. But I think your plans are so big, you're gonna need the help of others. There's no way you can do it yourself without burning yourself out and all that stuff. So that's what I got.
And that's a growth thing, is being able to ask people to do part of the work. Because I know my ex, when he was young, he'd always get really low marks in delegating. And when he learned to delegate, he just moved up the ladder really fast. So delegation is a art form, and it's one that people need to learn. Everybody. Okay.
All right. Jennifer said, I don't have insurance and I know it will be costly.
Yeah, that's why I told her to use the yoga.
Yeah, there you go.
And I do know it works because my daughter's telling me how excited she is that she's so much better.
It's good. All right. We have Tay. The title of the live is
That-
the link to your Zoom. I think that's how they're getting in.
It's funny because when I put it in, I looked at it and I saw our names on it. But yeah, that makes sense.
There you go. All right. Tari said, thank you so much. And Firefly. Firefly magic, Miss W is causing chaos and drama behind the scenes to put wedge between me and Scorpio via work. I plan to report concerns in confidence to his boss R about bias, unfairness, and bad practice.
And then down below, she has a bit more.
Oh, and then it says, how will R view me? Can I trust her to be fair, objective with what I have to raise?
I suspect she already knows. I have a feeling she sees more than people realize. Uh, in this case, I don't think she's going to view you as what they call it, a rat, or
Mhm.
somebody carries on tails. She does know. I don't think she quite knows how to deal with it, but if you bring it forward, she will have to be a little. She'll have to figure a way of how, to, how to deal with it, and that's a positive. What did you get, Maria?
Okay, so yes, so I feel like I'm so she is going to not be biased, and she is going to look at all the she has a lot more information on it than you think she does. She already knows a lot is going on, and I feel like you bring it up is like the last thing she needs to try to solve this, if that makes sense. Um, to be able to make a change. For some reason, she has information, but she doesn't have enough to do anything about it. I don't know why I'm getting that. But I think you're gonna give her something that she's gonna be, okay, that's what I needed to end the situation so it doesn't keep moving forward this way. So yeah, so it's good. Yeah, I think you need to tell her, try to tell her, be subjective and just tell her the facts. Try to leave like feelings out of it, which is hard when it's directed to you. But try to be, which I'm not saying you're not gonna be, but as professional as you can. Let her know how it worked. It's working at work. Don't mention anything personal, and then let her handle it because she would handle it, and it was gonna work out for the best. So you'll be fine. Yeah, get it.
Okay.
Yeah, so trust in the next moment, not the next. You don't have to know the whole map.
Mm-hmm. Yes.
Okay, good.
Queen Goddess. Hello. Will Michael end up going to jail because of the police report that I made against him, stating that he told me he would light my apartment on fire, or will the district attorney drop the charges?
Mm.
It depends which state you're in, honestly. I don't think he'll end up going to jail, but it might be that he will get a severe warning.
I don't see him going to jail either. I have a question. You don't have to enter on here, but do you have other? Have you filed complaints before for him and you retracted them? Because I feel like that might be the reason why.
Nothing gets done.
Yeah, also too the fact that there's no proof. It's hearsay, which I think is very dumb because I did have something like that happen, not to me personally, but um where they couldn't do anything about it because they haven't done anything yet about it. There's no physical act, so they, which I think is so dumb because stuff happens, and then like we see that the thing on the news where I think the mom complained or did something about the dad being crazy, and then they didn't keep the dad away from the kids, and the dad took the kids and killed them all. But the cops couldn't do anything about it because
It's still, yeah.
yeah. But I'm saying is I think it's like I don't know if there's no proof, like physical proof, he hasn't done physically anything yet. I don't see him going to jail. And then I don't see it because I don't know if I don't know if you made complaints and pulled it back or something happened, you didn't make a complaint. I don't know. I'm picking that up. So yeah, I don't see him going to jail. Just do what you can to keep him away from you. I don't see any crazy happening, but just, yeah, I just feel like he's just trying to be very deceptive and he's just trying to scare you, be deceptive and trying to make your life pretty much miserable. So just stay away and just do what you can do.
The thing about Michaels is they're really smooth tongued and they don't mind lying.
Mm-hmm.
At least I've often found that. What you could do is get a restraining order against you not to be able to come within 500 feet of you or whatever it is.
Yes. Yeah, do that.
That might be a better choice.
Yes.
Keisha,
All right, Keisha. Month of July, go for me.
Let's see. Oh, Queen of Cups.
that's good.
Queen of Pentacles. That's very good. And the Chariot. So I'm seeing it's gonna be more stable financially, physically, and your emotions and thoughts are gonna be more stable in July. And also too, there's gonna be a lot more movement because I don't know if you feel stuck at the moment, but it's gonna be a lot more movement towards not just what you wanted to happen, but what needs to happen to move forward. So very good. Yeah. A lot of growth.
Oh, growth is so much fun.
And I also see, I don't know if you're gonna travel, but I'm getting travel. So I don't know if are you planning to go anywhere or it's gonna be a last minute thing. But yeah, good. I like it.
I like it
What
too.
about the growth part? But
Yeah, I think that's fine. I think that's about right. And the travel, I don't know, I saw water.
yes, me too.
Yeah.
Hmm. Go somewhere to the beach for me, okay? Stay on the beach
Yeah,
and
me too. Me
think
too.
about
Go for somewhere nice and with lots of sand in your toes, between your toes.
palm trees. There you go.
There we go.
Who's
All
next?
right. So we finished that. We did the second part of Firefly.
Yes.
And now Samantha, update on whether in-house supportive systems will hire Mr. Parrish to work for their company to be my caregiver.
Honestly, if they were going to hire him, they would have hired him already. Because this is like a month at least, if not more, that you've asked the similar question. And I don't think it takes that long to hire caregivers for in-home support system. So I don't think there's anything wrong with Mr. Parrish. I just think that if they were going to, it would have been done already. What do you get, Maria?
Hmm. Okay, it's kind of like on a stencil. It's not moving. And I don't really see it moving and it has to do with a particular woman. I don't know who that is. But I'm gonna keep an open mind because I feel like it's still gonna work. It's gonna still work well enough to where you're gonna be happy, even though if it doesn't get hired. But does it feel like so I don't know if there's something that's stopping them, that's putting like a stop. If you see the Four of Swords, like it's kind of putting it to rest right away before it's even they have it even a option of looking at it or moving it forward. Like something is stopping them because they can't get around it, whatever that is, the issue. So they can't get around it to make that decision. So they have to stop. If that makes sense.
He's got
I don't know
a
if it's a policy or something they have, but it's stopping it from moving it forward. So,
he's got a record, I believe.
oh, maybe, yeah, that makes sense. That's what I'm getting, stopping it from. But I'm getting good news. Keep open mind. It's like having realistic goals, but I mean, which it's okay to be hopeful, but yeah, and it's still gonna work out, you know, in your favor. Whatever happens, I feel like you're still gonna be happy with whatever caregiver you get. It's still gonna work out. So, okay.
I
Right.
think Samantha will be fine.
Yes, yes.
Good. All right,
Okay.
Chris, how is Jessica? Say that for me, Elijah. How is
Aaron?
Jessica? Yes, feeling about me. I'm hoping that he misses me.
Well, I got right away, I got that he missed you. But I also get
Conflict?
that there's a hindrance, there's something in the way. He's a fear, usually it's fear stopping him. Not that he's afraid of you, but he's afraid that the energy will, you know what they say, when the other shoe drops. And that's what Jessica ran. is afraid of when the other shoe, not you, it's that he just expects it to fall, to not work out in his benefit. What do you get, Maria?
I got conflict. So I'm getting the lovers, which is a good thing. I see the connection there. You guys have a strong connection. But I see a lot of conflict, disagreements. But I feel like it's mostly because I get the High Priestess and the Ten of Pentacles. For me, Ten of Pentacles represents family in this point right now. And the High Priestess, so somebody or something is getting in the way of letting the connection move forward, if that makes sense. I don't know if it's his family that is not okay or your family that's not okay with you guys, being together or doing what you're supposed to be doing. So I feel like once I feel like it's something that he has the power to be like, okay, I'm not gonna let this affect me, but he's not, because I don't know if he's very traditional, you are too, or if his family is very traditional, or your family, or both. I feel that's what's getting in the way. It's kind of suffocating energy and it's not moving forward.
It doesn't have to be that way, but you can't push him to be ahead of his feelings at the same time.
Yes.
So give it time.
Give it time, let it be.
Yeah.
Yes.
All right.
But there's somebody that's deliberately messing with this. So there's a person, like at the High Priestess. So it could be a man, it could be a woman that's telling this is not a good idea. This is not, whatever relationship you have, this is not a good idea. So somebody that's doing that on purpose. So just watch out. I don't know if you already know who that person is.
It's probably a sister, an older sister that's been telling him how to lead his life all the time, all his life.
Something, yeah.
Mhm.
Okay. Next
All right.
person.
Barbara, how does Yvonne feel about me dating her brother?
Ooh. Okay. I'm sorry. Sometimes I don't have an inner voice.
I suspect that Yvonne is kind of grumpy about it, but at the same time, she's not going to do. I don't think she's going to do or say too much about it. You know how in families you're never good. Doesn't matter if you're the king of Siam and you've got the $1 billion. You're not good enough for my little brother. That's the only energy I get.
Okay. Okay, so what I'm getting is I don't think it's that she doesn't like you per se. I just don't think hmm, she's just she just wants to make sure that this is like, I don't know if you guys are good friends. She doesn't know if this is gonna affect the dynamic between you and her, him and her, you and him. It just feels like it's kind of I don't know if you're like a family friend. She just feels like if it's not serious, it's like can cause a lot more problems, and it's not worth it. If that makes sense, it's gonna change. I get the death today is like big changes, a lot of changes, and the tower. She's afraid it's gonna just change the dynamic of the relationship, or for all three of you and everybody around you. That I don't know if you have mutual friends, completely. It's gonna pretty much destroy the tower, which is not a bad thing. It could be changed to something else, but I get the sun. So if you want no babies, be careful. I don't know why I'm getting that, but that's what I'm getting. And the Empress, which is, like I said, if you don't want no babies, be careful. But also it means that she kind of thinks highly of you. She doesn't think badly of you, if that makes sense.
No, I agree with you about
So,
problems
mhm.
that between the two of them have different viewpoints.
Yes. And it could be because she feels like maybe he's not gonna be serious with you, or she doesn't think he's serious yet, because if it's new, you're just dating. But yeah, the Empress and the Sun, two babies. Just be careful.
Yeah, yeah, you get two babies, you're definitely going to be involved with each other.
Yes.
Yeah.
Don't do
Yeah.
that. You know what I mean? Just don't do it now.
No, that's not the right way to do it. No.
Yeah. Okay.
All right. Big Bird, messages from Spirit regarding my life.
Oh, I like these cards. Let's see. Ooh, diligence. Ah, pay attention more to, let's see what.
Did
Feels like you're
that
not
have a
being
bird
heard.
on it?
Yes.
Because I got just before you
Yeah.
pulled it, I got flying high.
And purification. It's my favorite. One of my favorite cards because it has some sunflower in it, like sunflowers. Purification. So when you're trying to purify things right now, I feel like everybody is trying to cut off the BS, right? Be more diligent of what you're doing, I guess. Be more open about it. Let's see if we can put all this together. Yeah. Because right now it's like what healings are chaotic, but it's like your healing is more chaotic than it needs to be because I get healing chaos. So it's more chaotic than it needs to be because you're not being you're not paying attention to the details, if that makes sense. So that's their advice. So just be more diligent about when you're healing, about what you're clearing out and who you're being open to, because I feel like you're being open to people that you shouldn't really be, doesn't really matter, and then you're close with people that you should be open, probably because you care about what they think more, you know what I mean? So you care about how they're gonna react to it. So just be truthful to them, no matter if you're afraid of how they're gonna react. So I got.
All right. Tay says, thank you, ladies. I do tend to get in my own way a lot. I'm trying to work on it. I've been doing better with being myself the past couple of years.
Absolutely, we all get in our own way.
Over here.
I just got that. All right, Eva, haha. It is maximum 250 kilometers from here. Thank you for the answer. For now, I will remind myself to only move deliberately and not out of some rebellious impulse, though adventure beckons.
You know what? Go
and
on
she-
vacation.
And
And
then,
if you still want the adventure afterwards, think about it.
yeah.
Yeah,
And then she said, thank you for the reading.
you're welcome.
And then Esme says, that is true. He follows me. Then Elijah just told Miss Tay Tay that she knew about the boys. Let's see. Lily, hi,
Mhm.
how ladies, how are you today? Any energy for me regarding commitment? I feel it's very close and people keep mirroring what I feel. They always ask me for engagement. Any insight? Thanks a lot.
Engagement. Keep an open mind. Your soulmate may differ from your usual type and expectations. So what this is telling me is that you're right, it is closer, but don't dismiss because it's not your type. You don't really have it. I don't think anybody really has a type. It's just we have red flags that we're attracted to. Just kidding.
She,
Um,
she's been with her guy for 6-7 years.
yeah. So what's keeping you for him from moving forward?
He's very traditional, and she's not. She's a traditional. or she's ahead of the curve. And
There's romantic feelings and attraction there. So
yeah. And I suspect he's afraid that she's stronger than he is and smarter than he is. And he's a little worried that he will take second place to her.
maybe stay optimistic. Wait, so stay optimistic about your love life. So I don't know. Okay, I'm gonna say it because this makes more sense. So keep an open mind. I don't know if it's more. So I understand that he's more traditional, but you gotta think about this. So if somebody's more traditional, but they're trying to like he's trying to see more of your perspective, and he's trying. I don't know if you're not acknowledging that, and that's what's kind of also is telling him, okay, if she can't see that I'm trying, or I'm trying to be more open-minded, is this really gonna work? So um that's what I'm getting. So I don't know if you have to acknowledge that, he's being more open-minded so he can see, okay, this is working. Maybe I can just open up a little more. And because I feel like that's one of the main things. I feel like he feels that because you know where he is, you can't make somebody be where they're not. So if that's how he is, I'm not saying there's no room for change, but you can expect him if they're down here to be over here when it comes to if he's very traditional, he's not going to change overnight. He's not going to, which I feel like he has already like stepped up a little bit, if that makes sense. But I feel like it's like he's scared that he's going to do all that. He's going to be, and then it's not going to be enough and it's not going to work out anyway. So why move forward if it's doomed to fail from the beginning?
And
That's a lot.
I think you're probably right about that because of previous history.
That's a lot of information. I will remember in a little bit, but yeah, that's what I'm got. So
I
I
keep
don't
telling
know.
I keep telling Lily, just grab him and marry him.
All right,
Just go. Just go somewhere.
Yeah.
there you go.
I got engagement. So let me get close. Sorry, I'm keep forgetting that. Yeah. So yeah, I mean, it's still in the energy. So that's what I would do. I would just stop being so. I mean, both of you stop being so upset that you guys are not completely on the same. Because I don't feel like you're not on the same page. It's just that you're viewing the same things in this different way. So stop being upset about you guys viewing, because you guys, that's how you are. You're viewing stuff in a different way. As long as you know how to meet in the middle and that acknowledge that both are trying, I think you'll be fine. So hope that helped.
All right.
Yeah. Okay.
So we have JMGF Bumble. Hey, happy to see you. Should I do the last year of my master's degree starting from September 2025, or should I do it later?
Don't leave it too long. Because if you leave it too long, life will get in the way, and your master's degree will give you more benefits than what you would have otherwise.
Okay. So this is September, which is the Nine of Pentacles. It's a 9. So yes to September. This is to later, the devil. So no, don't do it later because you can have a lot more obstacles if you leave it for later.
Here, look at you. I'm
Absolutely.
on the screen.
That's
I'm
my
in
answer.
the middle of moderation. Can you step out? Oh, okay. Okay. Excuse me, ladies.
You good?
I do honestly think that if you leave it past January, it's going to have problems. So Jennifer Schwab, thank you ladies so much. Heart, it's been hurting for months and it was affecting my sleep. Some nights have been sleeping better now, but I only recently started doing some little less physical to help the healing. Maybe get yourself a pillow. You can get a pillow to put between your legs,
Mm-hmm.
and that will make a huge difference. I know I had a wry neck for almost 2 weeks, and I finally got a pillow for a wry neck, and amazing the difference. So
All right. Firefly. It's Either I say nothing and watch things go downhill or get messy. Oh, I see. Good to know. What can I add? Good to know. I can add some insight. Yes, need to be careful what I say and cannot say. And then she writes, thank you. That's given assurance as I worried about repercussions. And I'll just need to face aftermath, how my connection with Scorpio be affected. But it was him who messed up at the start.
Mm-hmm.
What Maria said is the right answer. You give them facts, nothing but the facts, no emotion involved. The less emotion you have about it, the more they will listen to you. And the dates and times also make a difference.
Yes.
All right. Then Jennifer says, my daughter Haley has a question. Her dog named Baby has a vet appointment on July 1st. She has a swollen nipple and a tumor we know will need an operation. Will surgery go well to give us more time with her?
Yes. Yes.
I don't see it, I don't see her succumbing to the operation, if that's what you're asking. But honestly, it's not going to be fun. But when it's your babies, it never is fun.
Yeah.
Yeah, because it sounds like a yes.
All right.
Mhm.
Silver Bangle. Hello, ladies. What does my friend Wendy think of me? Why didn't she want to go to the horse races with me?
She doesn't like horse races. I think she's a soft-hearted person, and I suspect she looks at horses and thinks they're being abused. I don't think it was anything to do personally with you.
Yeah, very traditional, so I'm getting. I don't think anything bad. Yeah. Just don't let this, I mean, I don't think it's a big deal for her not to go with you, so just don't make it a big deal. Don't create conflict out of something that doesn't need to be a conflict. So, and also too, I feel like if she didn't want to go, she needs to be more open and tell you that she doesn't like, if she doesn't like this type of thing, she just tell you she doesn't like it. It's okay. People don't like the same things. It's fine. But sometimes people make it about themselves when it's not. So, yeah. Should have got.
Yeah, basically, yeah.
Go ahead. Sorry.
You good?
Already? Okay.
Yeah.
Lily, yes, he tries a lot and has changed a lot from his opinions. Thanks a lot for your time and energy.
He definitely has changed a lot since you started dating him some
Mhm.
years back. And I think he honestly loves you. But what Maria said was, because of what happened before, he has those fears. And you need to let him know that you're not somebody else, you're who you are. And you stayed with him for 6 odd years. Why would you change now? And that's it. Hi, Patricia.
She says, could you do some cards for July, please? Hi, Elijah, Maria, and Bonita.
Adventures. Okay, embrace new adventures. Where you going? I'm excited.
We keep telling her she's going on vacation.
Yeah, embrace new adventures because it's gonna bring you freedom and help you move forward. I like it. And abundance. And don't forget to relax when you do that through your adventures. Relaxation. I want to be this lady on the hammock by the moon reading a book. That'd be great.
Is there a chance you're going to meet somebody who will actually end up in a marriage proposal? Because I got a man and I got a marriage. I'm not even sure Patricia wants to get married. Oh my God, there's the lovers in between.
Oh dear.
Yeah.
Is it? Is it?
Yeah.
Is it somebody that she already knows or her friends know? Is it
I
somebody
I don't know.
okay.
But I mean, that's usually how the relationships go, isn't it? Somebody who's been on the peripheral and you haven't even noticed them, and then all of a sudden they're right there and they're perfect.
engagement. So yeah. Just I'm getting just make sure that you
Be patient.
don't yeah, be patient, but also to it's a lot of like, you know, you know how people. I mean, I feel the same way. After a while, you're like, okay, maybe something's wrong with me. Maybe it's not even that. It's just not meant to be. You know, so just you deserve love. You are lovable. So just make sure you're. You know, even if you feel like you don't feel that unconsciously after stuff happens to you, you're like, ah, maybe it's not meant to be, but it is. Stay optimistic about your love life and soulmate, and express your feelings, express your love. Yeah, try. Yeah, very soon. Okay, so I got deception, but I think I'm getting it more for her, not for whoever's coming forward. I feel like she's gonna try to deceive herself and say, okay, this is not for me. I don't feel this way about this person. It's not gonna work out. I'm never gonna try, type of thing. So
I think you're right. So
just
Patricia,
watch out for that.
open mind, open mind.
Uh-huh. Be
There
open.
you go.
Let it happen.
So
All right, Jennifer, thank you. We have a really great vet who cares about fur babies. She's 14 years old. We're worried it will be hard on her. We know she's getting tired. We hope she can be with us longer. And then she said, "Hi, Patricia. I hope you're doing well."
So Jennifer, your vet is not somebody who's doing an operation just to make money. She wouldn't tell you to do it unless she thought there was a really good chance that she'd survive. Let's call it. I'm done.
Yeah, me too. I'm tired.
All
I-
right. Well, that was the last one. So it worked out perfect.
Perfect.
Love
Thank
it.
you, everybody. And interesting what, because I swear when I put it in that I saw our names on there. Oh well, say lagar. We'll talk to you hopefully next week if you're not off and running on us, Bonita.
No, you'll talk to me next week. I'm sure I'll be here. I'm sure I'll talk to you before next week.
Okay, bye bye everybody, and thank you.
Bye, Maria.
Yeah.
Bye, everyone.
Bye, guys.